The Bible says that if a man is going to stay with a woman, he has to dwell with her according to knowledge. And the reason that we don't stay is because we don't understand. He will only dwell with you if he can understand you. That's why he wants to know what's wrong with you. And when you start crying and say, I don't know, it endangers his ability to dwell because he walks away confused. And when he becomes confused, he becomes frightened. And when he becomes frightened, he becomes withdrawn. And suddenly, he's physically there, but he's emotionally unavailable because he can't figure out what's wrong with you. When the woman processes externally, so whatever the woman's worried about, that's why she wants to talk about it. Fellas, you have to understand that women process by communicating, by talking. When something's really bothering her, she wants to talk about it. So she's ironing this stuff and she's talking about these kids are driving me crazy. I can't believe I got to go down to that school again. Talking about it. It's not that she wants you to fix it. She doesn't want you to resolve it. She doesn't want you to straighten it out. She's thinking about it. And when a woman thinks, she talks out loud. Men process internally. The more something bothers us, the less we say about it. When a man is really worried and really upset and really frustrated, this is what he says. Absolutely nothing. Because what you do externally, we do internally. We go in our cave to process the issue. And because you think that we don't care because we don't verbalize, you say we are not emotional. I say we are emotional. He cares about it just as much as you do. He just doesn't communicate it like you do. So the problem that you talked to him about on Monday, and he didn't say nothing about it, but kept playing with the remote control and looking at the movies and flipping from channel to channel. Here he comes to you on Thursday and say, I've been thinking about what you said. And by then you done forgot, what are you talking about? Here's the problem. We go inside to process. You go outside to process. Here's the problem though. Sometimes men go in and we can't get back out. And we get trapped on the inside because we can't find a solution. And when a man can't find a solution, he becomes imprisoned. In prison. I want to tell you what's dangerous. The most dangerous thing that can happen to a man is for him to be imprisoned. Solitary confinement. And the truth of the matter is there are men all around this room who went in their cave to process something years ago. Some of them went in the cave in their boyhood trying to figure out why their father didn't stay. Some of them went in the cave over their first wife who left them. Some of them went in the cave over the job that fired them. And they've been stuck in solitary confinement for years. And if that boy at 15 or 50 gets locked into solitary confinement, he will become emotionally detached and unglued because he cannot get out. And when a man can't get out, all he does is bring his toys into his cave to keep him comfort in his pain. And it's not the toys that have him addicted. It is the gross loneliness of having no one who understands the dream that died on your way to masculinity. So my sisters and my brothers, I came to blow the whistle and sound the alarm and tell you that there are men in this room and at your dinner table going to your school. They are your sons, your husbands, your boyfriends, and your lovers, and they are secretly dying in their cave. They are in solitary confinement. I was amazed by this woman who told me, she said, Pastor, I cannot believe it. He gave me roses for our anniversary, and 2 weeks later, he asked me for a divorce. How could he be happy? And 2 weeks later, he wanted a divorce. And I thought, what about them roses made you think he was happy? He wasn't happy. He was responsible. He knew it was the date. He's a performer. He gives you what you expect, but that is no sign that he is satisfied. You see, we do what we think you want us to do, but that doesn't mean